Our vision is a connected community where all people thrive. The OK to Be Me program has been here for 20 years. We're excited about that.
I was executive director at KW Counseling Services then. We developed a proposal for LGBTQ children and youth.
OK to Be Me, in the present, we do a lot of work running like our youth groups for different ages and our youth leadership team and our counseling and all those kinds of things. We work really hard to bring people together. Getting to see so many young people grow more confident in themselves is something that is really, really powerful and that I've seen since I've started here and continue to see today.
We have come a long way, and we have a long way to go. So 20 years ago, when this program started, same-sex marriage wasn't legal. So we know that we've come far.
I was one of the very first participants of OK to Be Me 20 years ago. OK to Be Me gave me a landing space, a soft, vulnerable space for a child that didn't have comfort or solace.
I got involved with Camino when I was a youth, and it was actually at my first GSA conference that I went to in high school when I was in the 10th grade that I saw the first openly two-spirit person in community. And being a queer Indigenous person, it felt like a really huge moment for me that pulled me to keep coming back to the organization.
There wasn't many people I could speak to or discuss these feelings I had as such a young person. But then when I came across OK to Be Me, being able to walk here and meet people like me, I couldn't find anywhere else. I couldn't just show up and be authentically me. So in 2017, on Gaukel Street, we got to lay the very first crosswalk in the Waterloo region. I will never forget, we came and we showed up and we saw it, and it was so vibrant, so in your face, you can't ignore it. And the fact that it's still here 8 years later, being like, hey, we're visible, we've always been here, we're always going to be here, means so much to me.
What I remember about the program is that memories of Pride Prom, because I didn't get to go to my grade 8 or high school graduation. I think it's really important that we, make spaces, and that's what OK to Be Me did with Pride Prom. It created a repatriative, a reparative community social event, something that's very ceremonial for most people. They facilitated a space of safety and acceptance and of joy, of queer joy.
Where would I be without OK to Be Me and Camino? What would that look like? I don't think I ever would have believed in my talents at all, especially as a writer and a storyteller, but also just in myself.
I might not feel proud of who I am. I might feel a lot of shame.
I'd be dead. I don't think I would have been here. OK to Be Me offered so much to kids. Like, the amount of suicide it prevented, I'm sure, is astronomical. People need community. People need to be seen, and people need to feel safe. And the world right now is very unsafe for people like me, especially when they're youth. And groups like OK to Be Me save lives, full stop.
OK to Be Me showed me what it was like to be part of something bigger than just me. So I'm now in school for social work, which is something that this very organization has driven me to do. I want to now turn around and be able to provide those spaces in this community and continue kind of the legacy of making sure children know that there's nothing wrong with them and they're okay.
I couldn't believe, even when I was a youth, that there were people like me out there doing the work. It was so moving because it was the first time in my life I felt like maybe I could actually plant a seed for that dream for myself one day. And I did. That's why I'm here today doing this with everyone, because I planted that seed from the inspiration that I got from other people involved with Camino.
There's nothing wrong with how you feel, who you are, what you bring to the table. We are all, at our core, human beings, and we all bring something else. And I think it's important that we value what each other brings.
It doesn't necessarily get better, but you do. You do. OK to Be Me means that I'm acceptable to me. It's not whether I'm okay to be me to other people. It's whether I'm okay to be me for me. And I can honestly say I am. So, thanks, guys.
We really wanted to create a safe and a brave place for the community and for these children and youth. I think we were really successful at that part. The people who are there really make it come to life with their smiles, with their eyes, with their intelligence, with their being able to listen, with their respect.
Camino has great pride in what we've been able to do over the last 20 years. There's so much more to be done, and no one does it alone. So we work to make sure that the community is served and always has a place to go. We really, as a community, need to address that and determine what we as individuals can each do to make the community safer and stronger.